guys, this is what Sweden looks like. I'm in Sweden, technically still at the airport, um, but I mean, smooth sailing, 8-hour flight. There was like a baby in the row in front of me for a bit, and then they moved forward a row to have more space, so did not struggle. I've watched 4 movies and I don't remember anything that happened in any of them, so that's good. And I found the lockers, the luggage lockers, so I could like throw in my big heavy carry-on bag that has like my computer in it. I mean, it doesn't have my computer in it. No one wants to steal it. But that is done, and so now I'm just working light. It is about 8:30 local time, and so my plan is. Train is coming. Okay, it's not the train that I want. So the thing is, I really haven't slept at all, and to me, my body wants to think it's like 1 in the morning, and it's like 8:30 in the morning. So I'm just running on adrenaline right now, and I don't know how long that's gonna last. My flight to Paris doesn't leave until like 4 p.m., so I've got a good chunk of time before I need to like be sitting again. But I don't know how long I'm gonna last. I don't think I'm gonna be able to be running around all those 8 hours of layover, plus transit time to the city and back, and check-in and security again and all that. Not check-in, but security, and I don't have to do customs again. Whew. Anyway, so I would guess like maximum I have about 4 hours. So my plan is to go into town, maybe find something to nibble on, and I want to go to a museum. I think it's open. It's like a boat in the harbor that was like sunk, and then they pulled it back up, and somehow you can tour it. And I've heard really good things about this boat tour museum thing. So those are my 2 goals. I don't know if I want to have lunch in town. I just don't know what I'm going to be feeling. But for now, I'm just going in while I'm pumping adrenaline. And I don't even know how long the train ride is. I know I'm getting off at Central Station, and other than that, I don't know how to get there. Do I need to get another metro ticket? I don't know. I'm going to wing it. Okay, so I've decided just to walk to the museum and see if I find something that piques my interest along the way. It's like a 30-minute walk, which is fine. I want to stretch my legs. I kind of want to be tired for the flight back, And I'm noticing a lot of American brands like this. Here, Joe and the Juice. I saw that in New York. That's so funny. Like, I haven't seen it anywhere else in Europe that I know of. I might have walked by it without knowing. There's 7-Elevens here. I don't know. I think this is also kind of the shopping central tourist street. Like, I think I just walked by the Stockholmian version of Galeries Lafayette, which is like a big department store for like higher end stuff. So just kind of getting a feel for the downtown city. Almost walking into some people. You know how it is when you want to make friends with people in their surroundings. Also, look at these lions behind me. Cool. So I'm definitely outside of the shopping district, and I think I'm now in like, I don't know if this is the old town, but the port is just over there. I'm going to start whoop, that's not English. I'm going to start walking near it soon, because to get to the museum I need to keep going that way and then that way a little bit. But I believe this is the National Museum, Theater, the National Theater, Dramatikteatern. You can read it there. But look at this park. Look at this bear. These bears. Just getting into it. Cute little park. So what I'm thinking is, I forgot I actually have like a granola bar in my bag. So I'm just going to eat that for breakfast and just not worry about like hunting things down. And then I'll be more on the hunt for like real food after the museum. Because I really don't want to miss the museum, and I don't want to be too worn out hunting things down. What is this? Berzelius. Okay. So, ooh, these benches are slightly wet. Let me dry one with my booty. Yeah. So I'm literally just going to sit here for a couple minutes. I need a granola bar and look at flowers. Is this jet lag? Here's the bay, or the port, the dock, or whatever you want to call it. But I feel revitalized just being near water, and I know it's probably like gross, murky, glicky water, but I don't care. I like looking at it. Also, is that an amusement park over there? I see a bunch of flags and like a Tower of Terror sort of thing. Pretty sure that's an amusement park. We'll not have time to do that, unfortunately. Okay, here's my mythology nerd coming into play. This sign, which I cannot read, and it's in Swedish on both sides, but I know that Yggdrasil, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, is in Norse mythology the tree of life, I think. And it's like connected the 9 worlds of the universe, and like Midgard is where the humans live, and Valhalla is where the heroes go after they die, and where's the one that Thor lives in? I can't think of it right now off the top of my head. But look, this is the tree of life, and there's a snake over here. Actually, let's have a closer look. Okay, so I don't know, Hugin with an eagle-y thingy. Moonin. Oh, these are the 2 crows that work with oh no, Odin. I almost said Olaf. Oh, good lord. But they're his 2 like wisdom crows, I think. And was that mistletoe? Because that was a thing with a Loki myth. Or is that another crow? I'm not sure. But all of this, like the Norse, like kind of like cross hatching, all of that. This Ratatosk. Is it a rat? Bjorn bear. Okay. Flinfrinir moose. Ödla, lizard? I don't know. Fenrir wolf, the wolf that eats the world, apparently. Hick, not tripping over the benches. Or is that a rat? Rata. Probably. Yarl. Butterfly. And Hudhumbla. Howdhumbla. It's a cow. And then there's more over here. Hadrian is a goat. Looks like an aardvark over there. Is that a unicorn? The dragonfly, all of that. And then there's this big old snake beast. I don't remember what the snake is, but he's the big one. Nidhogg. Nidhogg. Okay, that's horrifying. So, I don't know, just like a cool little mythology exhibit right on the pier. Okay, so I don't know the story yet, but I think this ship was active in some capacity and then sank in the bay, and then they pulled it out and restored it. And that's it. So, I mean, Captain Jack Sparrow, eat your heart out. Too tall. These are replicas of what would have been here. Presumably it looked like that. And not this. This is what it would have looked like fully painted. Look at all that detail. These ghoulish nutcracker faces, and then these guys that are dressed like genies, I guess. 2 little chubby tubby babies. And then more stuff over here. And all these lion heads on the port doors. I mean, no wonder it sank. All this paint must have been heavy. Also, one thing that the tour guide said is like this ship is 98% original. Like they haven't replaced hardly anything. And the reason it was so well preserved is because the water in the Stockholm harbor is quite brackish and not very salty, so it didn't really eat away. And then a lot of the pieces fell into mud, which preserved it really well. So kind of lucky, I guess. They say that like probably something around 50 people, men and women, died when the ship sank, and so they tried to reconstruct their faces to give them, an identity. So a lot of them are anonymous today. Yellow over there. That is Yvonne back there. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, look who I found. I used to want to wear my hair like that as a kid before realizing that there's so many wires in your head. It's so impractical. Anyway, I am now out of the museum. It's like 11 o'clock. I probably could have stayed a little bit longer, but it was really cold in there. It was like air conditioned to high hell, which makes sense, preservation and all that. The granola bar did not tide me over very well. I'm starting to get hungry and I'm starting to get a little bit tired and just a little drowsy. So I'm thinking it's time to start looking for a place to eat lunch. And then, I'm going to make my way back to the train station to get the train to the airport. And on my way, I'm going to try to find somewhere to eat something. Ideally, it would be something kind of traditional, typical, like not McDonald's or Starbucks or anything. But I don't know if I can afford to be too picky, like mentality-wise. I don't know if I have a lot of patience to go digging through things. And I'm kind of sad that I just don't have the energy, and I don't know if I really have enough time to go and chase down other neighborhoods like the Old Town and things like that. So, sorry Stockholm, I'm only seeing a little bit of you. But thank you for having very nice weather. I appreciate you so much. Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to be in Sweden and not see anything of IKEA. Phew. Okay, I am really tired now. I'm already at 11,300 steps. I ended up going all the way back to the train station because I wasn't inspired by anything else. It's literally across the street. And I am in they market themselves as a Scandinavian diner, and it's called the something. It's called, wait, Velvet? Did I delete it? Oh no. Vigarda. Okay. And I mean, it's like the sandwiches and salads and stuff, so boom. But my foray into Swedish food that is not meatballs from IKEA or lingonberry anything is Ramlösa. That's like mineral water, I guess, and they had a bunch of different flavors, but I figured start with the original. So I guess we'll try it. I always do that like tap 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 thing on the can. I don't know if it does anything. Also, not right-handed. Oh, just put my thumb in it. Okay, here we go. It is sparkling water. Delicious. Okay, bon appetit. I'm gonna read my book. Alright, I inhaled my food, like inhaled it, like it was on my plate, and then 2 minutes later it was in my face. And then I just hit a wall. Can't do anything. I'm going back to the airport just so I can do all the things I need to do. And then all of my responsibilities for the rest of the day are just sitting. That's the plan. Okay, I'm in Paris. kind of. Just waiting for baggage. Slept in the terminal in Stockholm for a bit. Slept on the plane for a couple hours. Wasn't enough. I really want to go to bed. I think I'll get home. It'll be fine. And then I'll go. I'm home! I made it home! Look, the familiar photo backdrop that I'm thinking about switching up because it needs a change. And I unloaded a suitcase and a half over there, and then I got tired and stopped. And now I'm just gonna. I just ate food. It was like the only, just like baked beans and some like not hot dogs, but like the French version of hot dogs because it was easy and because there was. Ow, my shoulder just snapped because it was non-perishable ish. And now I'm just gonna go shower and then absolutely pass the F out. So, tomorrow I have a meeting at 10. And so I've been putting my bag back together for work. And this is me. Oh, blurry. This is me being productive. Also, I brought back some Jelly Bellies for my coworkers. So I need to put that in the bag. Ugh, I'm so tired. Okay. End of US trip. Goodbye.